Many times when people attempt to change a habit or to improve their life in a certain way, they still hold on to that as part of their identity. And you can't fully progress with something for the long term if you still live your life with it as part of your identity. You need to let go of that. Many times people will try to keep track of their progress by tracking how many days they have gone without doing that one thing, or how many days it was since they started. But that's the wrong approach, because truly, once you make that switch of it no longer being part of your identity, then it's going to be like that for the rest of your life. Don't go into it thinking, I've been doing it for so long and it's going to be so hard to break that, because truly, your outlook determines how easy or how hard it will be for you. If you think it will be hard, it will be hard, because your subconscious mind will align your reality to that expectation. Your belief system dictates your progression. If you try to change yourself and you try to change your actions, but you haven't changed your deep-rooted belief systems, you won't be able to progress long-term. Your belief system in general is your natural state and your neutral vibrational frequency. What this means is that when you don't try to intentionally do something or change your actions, you will just keep going back to your baseline, which is your belief system. Changing your belief system is the first step. It's the foundational step, because your belief systems dictate your identity. It's going to be much more difficult for you to change your identity without changing your belief system. It's simple from there. Once you made that decision, once you made that switch, that's no longer who you are. That's no longer who you want to be. You leave those limiting beliefs, those limiting habits in the past. That's not you anymore. You are now stepping into this version of yourself that doesn't do those things. Those things no longer serve you. Those things are low vibrational. You don't associate yourself with that, because that's not who you are. Changing your belief system requires inner work, and it requires you to not only be in a reflective state, it's the combination of being in a reflective state with yourself and taking the physical action. That combination is what makes a long-lasting change. To make that switch, you need to be motivated, yeah, but it goes far beyond that. You need to be passionate and fulfilled by it to progress with it long term. I think a lot of the times people might get motivated to, become a better version of themselves, but this is something different. Once you make that switch, it's who you now are. It's now your lifestyle. And that's the difference from doing something, trying it out, and then failing and it not lasting, to making that switch and succeeding and fulfilling your desires for the long term. It's simple and easy. Once you make that switch, that it's no longer serving you and it's no longer part of your identity, you let go of that, you release that, and you live life in this new state. Just decide that it's part of your identity now and live like that. Your external reality, your 3D realm, is a reflection of your internal state. As within, so without. In order to change your external reality, you have to change your internal state. Whether this is an addiction that you're going through, whether it's you lacking consistency or discipline, I'm here to tell you that everything that you are experiencing and feeling is a reflection of your internal state. If you are having trouble breaking free from that trap, it is your responsibility. It's your fault. You need to seek answers internally. Your addictions and your bad habits and these traps you keep falling into, they are a reflection of your internal state. They are a reflection of your thoughts, because your thoughts then translate into feelings, and your feelings then determine your experiences. So you need to start from within. You have to start from within. Your belief systems and then your thoughts, they go hand in hand. Once you've changed that, you can then change your identity. You can then change your actions. But you need to follow through that sequence. Build a foundation, and once you have that in place, you can then start to build things on top of that. But without a solid foundation, without a strong base, everything you build on top of that will not be stable.